think more than anything, I gotta say, John, that you are truly classless. For not
Classless?
He's
for
the
not have
least
ironed,
classless.
For not have ironed your sleeves.
Well, sorry.
I don't think that statement has ever been said.
Your sleeve.
You're truly classless for not ironing your sleeves.
You know what, Craig? You're classless too, not ironing your sleeves.
I didn't have to iron my sleeves. My sleeves are
polyester.
non-ironable.
No, they're not non-ironable.
No.
Who is that?
You don't have to iron sleeves. That's the best thing about it.
What are you playing right here? What is this?
Well, today in the background, with no audio, I might add, we are playing an SNK collection, an arcade collection here on Game Attack here on Tryhard. So
How exciting.
it'll be in the background, not full screen. There you go. Check that out. So I get to go around and punch the shit out of ninjas. So I figured this would be a fun game to play. I've
They
actually
look like Fulgors from Killer Instinct.
Yeah. You know. So this is going to be a fun time. I figured the complete lack of audio is very important.
Let's see if you can truly play without speaking at the same time.
Without speaking at
It's
the
a
same
bad
time?
dub we're practicing.
Yeah.
here.
What is-
It's not a bad dub at all.
What is happening right now?
He's pretending to be in a Godzilla film.
Okay.
That's when you do a fake dub, you have to, and then you
add a bunch of mouth movements that
bite
don't
your
really
tongue
necessarily
at the
matter.
same time. We should put 4 TVs in front of all the cameras because every time we go to Craig, he's going to be looking
Not at
right
all.
down at the TV.
No. I'm
Not at
be
all?
good.
You gonna
No.
play without even looking?
Well, I can play and
He
look at the
knows the
same
game
time.
so well.
Uh-huh.
I got 2 swords now. So here's the thing. This episode of the Tryhard Podcast is brought to you by our friends at MeUndies and Blue Apron. It's Tryhard episode 68. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
I can't wait to talk about our sponsors. They're good ones.
This will be
Oh,
the
man.
episode that John speaks at an elevated level, so you
Yes.
don't have to constantly ask, is John going to speak up? Will he ever speak up? Please, John, speak up.
I'm working on it. It always just feels like I'm yelling.
You're
It's okay.
not at all.
Yeah.
I feel like I am though,
You're not.
but
You're
I
just
am half deaf,
announcing.
so it's just like
There's a difference.
it feels like I am.
Like right now, you're almost talking at a normal person's
Almost
level.
talking at a
Almost.
normal
A
level.
little bit louder.
Yeah, it's about
Congratulations.
Well, you want me to go? You want to go louder?
No, that's too loud. A little
Okay.
Just relax. Whoa!
What is wild?
Talk about
Drink
wild soda.
Soda.
I love we all said wild soda.
Man, I really want some soda now.
I like your
None of
your-
that tame shit.
What
Yeah.
what game is this specifically you're
Whoa!
playing? Just for context and
Sengoku.
understanding.
It's some sort of Japanese game.
What's
don't
that
know the
coming
name?
up?
The title is Sengoku.
I think it's supposed to be San Francisco.
No.
It's post.
It's San. That's the Golden Gate Bridge.
Look at
All I
that
know is
Golden
I
Gate
got
Bridge.
shurikens falling out my face here. And
You
and
shrunk.
Shrink
to a
like
tiny
like
level.
a slug.
What do you want to talk about this
Man.
week, Craig?
Well, I got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well,
actually.
then start talking.
Oh, well, no. I think this is the new Tryhard. I really do. I think this is like what we do here on Game Attack
Yeah.
is very, very important, right? We play video games and talk.
Uh-huh.
All
Yeah.
very important things.
Yeah.
So
for
we're
like
just gonna
40
talk
for like
about
40 hours a
talking?
week.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I figured that's what Tryhard should be as well. We should be talking and playing while we're doing it.
That is true.
And ripping Funhouse off to a T.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. I'm throwing all
Coming
sorts of-
in.
They're
So-
coming in.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever
I'm
play the
coming in.
Simpsons arcade game?
Absolutely.
Craig,
I
Craig
went
lives for
to
that shit.
it was kind of like a GameWorks, but it was shittier, and every game was a nickel.
Uh-huh.
And they had that game there, and me and my friend Grayson, not your Grayson,
Uh-huh.
but he is tall like your Grayson.
Oh, okay.
And we were
There's
just
a
sat there for
commonality
like
there.
2 hours with a bag of nickels and beat that game. It was a wonderful
You
time.
just beat it with a bag of nickels.
Yeah.
You beat up Grayson with a bag of nickels.
Well, afterwards, yeah.
I had
Yeah.
I had a G1 send me a retro Pi.
What does that mean?
A Raspberry Pi, yeah,
Oh,
Raspberry Pi.
okay.
A Raspberry Pi is
How'd it
like
taste?
well, a Raspberry Pi is a
It's a computer
it's
chip,
an
is it
arcade
not?
emulation thing,
Right, yeah.
And he sent Unafraid Zio overnighted
Oh,
it.
okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, so
Raspberry
now
Pi.
we can I can play on Tuesday nights possibly like have arcade night and
Yeah.
play like classic arcade games. So I think that'd be kind of fun.
At
Yes.
first, I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about an actual Raspberry Pi.
No.
No,
then I
it's
remembered the
called
computer device.
it's called
Yeah.
Raspberry
Yeah.
Pi. I don't know
Yeah.
how to
I've seen
continue.
tons of mods for those. Like someone put one of them in like a smartwatch, and they were playing like old 8-bit games on their smartwatch. And
Isn't that insane?
yeah.
Like those
Yeah.
games were so dinky
You used to
dory.
need an entire box.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
So I figured this would be good because we can just flip through the games as
Mm-hmm.
we see fit here. But so I had a pretty fun topic that I've been
Okay.
following from afar. Do you want to pick a game, John? Okay. This is so silly.
Let John
check
pick a
this out. Check
game.
this out. Check this out. You play like this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But when you go to the menus, you got to turn it like this to go up and down on the menus.
That's
I thought
how
this
good
was
the,
so dumb.
the Wii is
It's
It's
so great.
okay.
So stupid.
I mean, it's a Wii.
It's a Wii.
Shut up, Parker.
Shut
It's
up.
a
Parker.
Wii.
It's a Wii.
I love
you're,
Wii.
You're a wee lad.
There you go.
I'm taller
What
than
was this
you
fun
even.
topic?
So okay, this past week, or actually, it's been over the last few weeks, and it could be months, but I've been following for the last few weeks.
As you can see, Craig's kept a close eye.
Well, I've read about this more and more.
Okay.
Right, and it's been a fascinating topic to follow from afar because I am a fan of
Baseball.
like world class athletes, in anything who's excellent at certain things, like maybe setting a video game high score. Right. I'm also fascinated by technology. So this ties in both things. There's a guy named Todd Rogers. Todd
very
Rogers.
American name.
What's that?
It's a very American
Yeah.
name.
Yes, very, very. I think at one point he was actually on the video game, U.S. national team or something. Right. This is one of those guys that was really big into video games in the early '80s. Right. Your Billy Mitchells and guys like that.
Gotcha, yeah.
So
You don't know Billy Mitchell is the bad guy in
The Wizard.
King of Kong.
King of Kong. Okay.
King of Kong.
So in that movie, and we'll talk about King of Kong here in a second, but so this guy Todd Rogers, he has for the last 30-something years claimed to own the record of 5.51 seconds in this game called Roadster or Dragster. Okay?
Dragster.
Dragster is this game that it's literally just like you're in a little dragster and you go as fast as you can and you try to get as fast as you
Straight line.
Yeah. but-
Probably a timing thing with the gears.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's exactly what it is, right?
Yeah.
So he's always said my time has been 5.51. That is the
Okay.
record I sent in. I sent it in through an Activision message board in the late 80s or something, a mailing club, and
All right.
and Twin Galaxies. If you don't know, do you know what Twin Galaxies is, John?
Some kind of publisher, developer.
Twin Galaxies is the official holder of all the video game records since
Okay.
video games has started to be a thing, right?
Besides
Interesting.
Guinness.
Since
I mean,
competitive
Guinness
video
has
games, well,
tons of
they work
records.
together.
Okay.
Right. So Twin Galaxies is kind of like the way to verify the score, right? And for the longest time, it was you're gonna videotape yourself playing, and you're gonna send in that videotape. We're gonna watch it, verify it, and make sure it's accurate,
Sure.
right? Make sure nothing's doctored.
Yeah.
But
And this was the 80s when he submitted
this
it,
is
right?
the 80s and
So
90s, early 2000s.
Either way, much less doctoring than can be done today, and like modifying, what
Or
you
the
see
most
on screen.
doctoring, because this gentleman, Todd Rogers, who is known as the Mr. Activision is his
Okay.
name,
Interesting.
right? That's the kind of, I guess, the self-proclaimed title, and he's worked with Activision and other
You
things.
think he uses that at like bars and stuff?
I guarantee he uses it when he's
Hey,
introduced
I'm
at
Mr.
certain
Activision.
events.
Yeah.
So a lot of his games he played were like Atari 7800 games, a lot Atari 2600, like the old before NES, right?
For Activision.
Before Activision became Activision. Yeah. So let's go back to this Roadster thing. He says 5.51 was the record.
Sure.
Right? Activision's like, sure, in like 1982. Right?
Okay.
So some like 18-year-old kid was like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, it's been disputed. People are like, there's no way you can get a 5.51 ever, right? And the fascinating thing about this is that Todd Rogers has like 1,500 world records in video games.
Yeah.
Right? Some of them are so ridiculous. Hey, what's the high score in Galaga? 2.8 million, right?
I don't
Todd
think that's
Rogers?
possible.
Todd Rogers?
Yeah.
15 million.
That's
right?
not. You can't go above that.
To,
like a
to,
savant.
to
Or like-
put it in
yeah.
perspective, like some of his scores, like they're just rounded. Like 15 million was Todd Rogers' high score in Galaga, right? The
You
next
mean
highest,
15 million? It's not some specific number. He was
it's,
just like,
it's exactly 15 million,
Okay.
right?
And then he quit.
So so he's like 15 million points is what I got, and it's been recognized as the world record for 25, 30
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
right?
because no one can get 1 million.
Well, no, I think the highest is like 2.8 million, which you put in perspective, like
Which is insane.
the best player
Yeah.
ever in Galaga that is playing today can get like 15% of what he says he got.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which is crazy. And Galaga is like his all-time classic game. So as he's
That's like being like, I hit 14,000 home runs
exactly
in a
Yeah.
season.
and then people go prove it, and he's like, "Well, I did it."
I did it, yeah.
Yeah.
I scored 274 touchdowns in
I
one
ran
season.
I ran a 2-second 100 meter.
Right.
Prove me
So-
wrong.
Yeah.
So like
know?
you said, with Twin Galaxies, you had to send in a video, right?
He did. Well, not with some of these scores.
Okay.
And the thing that gets fishy about it is that he also worked for Twin Galaxies, and at some times would enter his own scores.
Son of a
So-
fitch. My goodness.
So you see where this is going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
For a long time, Todd Rogers has been, I would say the word protected by Twin Galaxy because he's been one of their own.
This
right?
is like,
Isn't it
Sure.
fascinating?
This is like child molestation in the church. Like you start to see like the spider webs and inner workings
yeah.
with like Boston PD, and like best friends with the mayor is also a priest, and the police force captain went to Sunday school with the second cousin of the priest's
yeah.
wife. It's crazy.
isn't
I want to
Isn't
know
this-
about that story.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, right? So on top
It's
of
called
all
The
this,
Keepers on Netflix.
So-
It's so
so-
heartbreaking.
So let's go back to the King of Kong.
Okay.
Remember that movie when Steve Wiebe is over there and he's like trying to set scores?
Yeah, Steve Wiebe's hardworking, just normal guy.
So little
Yeah.
backstory in the movie: Billy Mitchell, all-time Donkey Kong champ. Steve Wiebe, guy who thinks he can beat it.
Yep.
Is that the hot sauce mogul?
Yes.
Billy Mitchell is.
Yeah.
yes.
Gotcha.
So Steve Wiebe beats the high score,
Right.
And then shortly after, Billy Mitchell's like, "Oh wait, here's a higher score." Right.
Yeah. But it's not just, he doesn't just say, here's a higher score. He says, I've had this tape for a couple of years just
Yeah.
in case.
Yes.
Do you remember that? And they watch the tape, and you look at the tape in the movie, and it's just, here's the score, and then this fuzzy line
And it's clearly doctored,
just
right?
wipes over it, and he's got the high score.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
So it's one of those. So Twin Galaxies has always
sucks.
been like, for the record, I know Walter Day.
Uh-huh.
I've spoken to him personally. At one point, he made a baseball card with my face and name on it for that year's
Full
Twin Galaxies
disclosure
stuff,
for this
right?
for journalistic
For-
purposes
for
of this
journalistic
show.
integrity,
Full-
you
yes.
need to know
Your best
I was on a
friends with
baseball
Walter
card.
Day.
I was on a baseball card. So, anyways, he's always Twin Galaxies as a whole has always kind of like protected their own, right? And so much so they
I
try
figured
to,
that would be a bias, though.
Well,
like you're not
yeah,
allowed
yeah,
to-
exactly,
yeah.
especially
Yeah,
when you're a
yeah.
third party trying to verify things, right?
rather than the opposite.
So with emulation and the ability to do tool assisted speed runs
Yeah.
and all these things attached to
Even the most amateur coders today could change that shit, right?
well,
Yeah,
so
that's
what
because
what
of
people have
emulation.
done is they've gone in and some of the most hardcore of hardcore have gone in and essentially reverse engineered the game of Roadster and said it is physically and technically
Technologically, yeah.
impossible to get a 5.51,
Uh-huh.
right? And this has been something that's been I think I first saw a video on this maybe 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
right? But it's been an ongoing thing for a while, right? And Todd Rogers went on. There's a guy named Ben Heck, and Ben Heck is a he's a YouTuber. He has about 650,000 subscribers. He's essentially a super nerdy guy who people bring their stuff. He's essentially an engineer that
Yeah.
he does on YouTube.
He
Okay.
sounds the opposite. He sounds like a villain from a cowboy movie.
Well, Ben Heck,
Yeah.
Ben Heck is hardcore, dude. Ben Heck can do anything, right? And when he's doing it, you arm wrestle that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
There
do
you
it.
go.
I'm gonna
It's welcome to
fucking
Fatal
do it.
Fury.
Oh, yeah, look
yeah.
Die.
So Ben Heck, Ben Heck's the guy who got the Nintendo PlayStation, the rarest video game console in the world, got it working. Like he's the guy who figured it all out.
I'm sorry. What's a Nintendo PlayStation?
We'll get to that another
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they bring it to Ben Heck. Ben Heck is like, "Hey, I can't."
How
get
old
this.
is Ben Heck?
Probably mid 40s.
Okay.
Right. Ben Heck is taken this game, reversed it, gone in, and technically done everything. And he's like, "I don't know how you could possibly do this." And Todd Rogers standing there. He's like, "Well, you're just not doing it right." And Todd Rogers, he's always been like, "Yeah, you're not doing it." So finally, at the end of this today, Twin Galaxies has officially stripped Todd Rogers of his 5.51 in
Get
Roadster
Yo.
and removed him from all records.
Oh man.
He has been effectively banned
Holy.
from essentially lying about this after
Yeah.
For 3 decades.
after irrefutable
Irrefutable.
evidence.
Undisputable.
Undisputable,
Irrefutable.
irrefutable
There you
evidence,
go.
that he's been lying, right? That he's been forging all these scores. Think about it. 1980 something. He's like, yeah, 15 million, right? People are like, yeah, sure, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But you don't think about these things in 30 years that there's going to
Of
be
course.
this technology.
Yeah, yeah.
So now his entire reputation in the video game world in
Is
this
he
in
at
this tiny
least-
community is destroyed.
Right.
Was he ever at least actually decent at any of these games?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think it was decent. I don't think it was
He must
like,
have been good enough to, if someone was like,
Like,
prove
I
it.
couldn't get it this time, but
I have
my
Yeah.
something else. Sorry, I have something else to add to this because I have actually known a lot about the Todd Rogers thing before he got banned this week. So on the Activision forums and stuff, people are shitting on his 5.51 record, and
What do you mean?
the 5.51.
they're like, no, there's no way. Cause
Okay,
there are
they're not
people
like
who-
beating it, shitting
There are
on
people
it.
who created bots to run the game at every possible millisecond of hitting different gears, and it was physically impossible to get more than a 5.54 Like, there's no way the game
Yeah.
can do that.
Nice.
That's because they're not Todd, whatever
And
his name
I
is.
believe he
He
just
already
posted a
forgot.
screenshot, and it was like a photo, like an actual photo of like a CRT TV that had the game with a 5.53, and he was like, just did it again. I didn't get the 5.51, but like, I mean, yeah, I can do it.
Uh-huh.
And then he clearly photoshopped it because the pixel density was different on the letters.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Or the
Oh
numbers.
no, that's
So
so
he got caught with that
embarrassing.
too a few months ago.
Yeah, get your Photoshop out.
Man,
loser.
Chase, why do you, I'm sorry to take the mic from you. Why do you know so much about this? That seems so outside of your
Interests.
Yeah, your interests.
I watch a lot of documentaries or Vice shows just online and
okay.
stuff, and
Okay.
this just happened to be one of them about how Todd Rogers is just a huge liar.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Really,
old
it's really
phony.
sad, and like it's one of those things where you go, man, because he came out with a statement. He was like, "My life will not be defined about a score or a time that I did." and
Yes,
blah,
it
blah, blah."
will.
Yeah, and it's like, well, your reputation may.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
and
He's, when he's dead, like, who was Todd Rogers? Oh, he's that guy that lied for 30 years about a high score in an old video game.
Yeah.
You know what always drove me crazy in King of Kong? There's a line where Billy Mitchell, this is after he's like, there's no better way of defining skill to be there next to the person on the cab, going head to head and proving what you got. And the next exact shot is the cameraman talking to his big-titted trophy wife and just going, have you ever watched Billy play video games next to another person in a competition? And she goes, no, not at all. Just like, oh, damn you, Billy Mitchell, you hot sauce mogul mother suck.
Mogul.
Yeah. Mogul,
I-
mogul.
I found it.
Mogul.
I just found it fascinating. I found the whole thing fascinating. Just everything about it, and just everything from the branch. Like there should be a movie made about this. Like there legitimately should be a movie made about this.
It's kind of like that dick drawing thing.
Yes.
But
It's kind of like there's so much corruption, but only in this
the
old.
documentary.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
need to
Yeah.
see
The
that.
mockumentary on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
But
is it
only
about dick butt? Oh no! You're American
American Vandal.
American
Yeah.
Vandal. That was awesome.
But just
Yeah.
especially if you watch the King of Kong in that space, that Twin Galaxy space, where Walter Day and all these legends are hanging out around Twin Galaxies. It's so niche, but
It's
no,
so self-grandizing.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. It's just, oh my goodness, it's just
We're the best at this 30-year-old game.
Yes.
That's like me going like, hey, I kick anyone's ass in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, made in 1993. What's up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I bet
like-
a lot of people. That's one. Street Fighter's held up, but yeah, I understand what you mean.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Specifically,
It's
that
like King of
one.
Fighters
Yeah.
91.
Right.
yeah, exactly.
could-
yeah, whatever. yeah.
And just their entire
Magician Lord. It's like, I owe the world
at that
record in
wall.
Magician Lord. You know,
Which is like the
whatever.
way they even talk. I imagine them being like, "Oh yeah, this is George Stanberry. He's the hot shot of our group."
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, I'm no Ben Heck, but I do my.
Ben Heck is not a world record holder. He's just
No,
an
he's a
excellent
cowboy
craftsman.
villain.
it's just so wonderful to
gonna make
think
a
about
movie
all
now.
the pockets of interest out there in the world that are just like that. That are just,
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's amazing.
You want to hear about some real records
I
being made?
do, but first, I want to let everybody know that this episode of the Trav Podcast is brought to you by our new friends at Me Undies.
Shut up.
Oh,
Look,
yes.
look,
Here's the thing.
Craig,
hold
look.
on real quick.
Oh, my
You
God.
want to look good for your significant other this Valentine's Day, right? It's like Valentine's Day is coming up. We all know that. It's just a couple
Yep.
weeks away. So then check out Me Undies matching pairs.
Oh wow.
A unique, fun gift for you and your Valentine. They're the perfect balance of comfortable fit and exciting prints. Don't spend another Valentine's Day giving it the same old yucky, right? Check out MeUndies.com and find the best match for you, right? Here's the thing, right? They are extremely comfortable. MeUndies are the most comfortable and fun undies you and your significant other will ever own. They're made from the softest materials on earth. We're talking three times as soft as cotton. which
That's
is insane.
crazy.
Bolin, you can speak to this.
Just don't interrupt me again when I'm talking about this underwear.
all right. Sorry, my fault.
You
I
gonna show
gotta
us
talk.
what's
I
going
gotta
on?
leave it in.
January 20th, 2018. Special occasion for the Bolin family. We go on a night on the town.
Mm-hmm.
I have special Me Undies picked out. They sent us colorful boxer briefies of the finest linen quality that held everything in place that needed to be held in place. But They had champagne bottles popping all over this colorful underwear.
Because they knew.
And there was a sudsy surprise happening that night.
This Valentine's Day, get your partner a gift that's great for both of you. Order by February 5th at 10 a.m. for free standard shipping, so your gift arrives. Matching pairs are fun, thoughtful, and comfortable, and you can share. There's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Just look on Boland's face; he'll tell you.
A sudsy surprise.
MeUndies guarantees you and your significant other will love your matching pairs or your money back, which is great. So right now, go to MeUndies. And check it out. It's MeUndies.com/tryhard. You get 20% off. Check this out. 20% off when you
Take it easy, Craig. That's far too good of a deal.
It's an exclusive Valentine's Day offer for just for you watching on Tryhard. For any first-time purchases, when you purchase MeUndies matching pairs, you get 20% off and free shipping. It's a no-brainer. 20% off matching undies for you and your significant other, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. What are you waiting for? Order by February 5th. February 5th. And get free shipping. Once again, that's MeUndies.com/tryhard. That's MeUndies.com/tryhard. Go check it out. You can find the link in the description. MeUndies supports us. All of us. So make sure you support them.
Me understand.
God. I don't know what's worse, that you made the joke or that it took me a few seconds.
You guys
to
are no
understand.
more worse for wear after that, though. Right?
You need a sudsy surprise.
So I'm sorry, what were you saying, Parker?
Right. So some actual records being broken, not
Not liars.
right, not liars, is that some elephants in Thailand just passed like body awareness tests.
What does that
and
mean?
Yeah,
intelligence tests. So
And intelligence tests, okay?
right. So for body awareness, what they did was like they had these elephants basically pick up sticks on the ground and hand them to their trainer.
Okay.
Sometimes the sticks would be connected like by a rope to a mat that they were standing on. And most animals and like children up to 3 or 4 wouldn't know to get off the mat to then hand the sticks up.
Interesting.
So these elephants are, trying to lift the sticks up and realize that they're on the mat, so they move over to the side and then which apparently is a big deal.
It's
I
kind
know
of like when your dog is on the leash and he goes around the pole and you pull on it and he goes around the pole again,
Right.
instead of coming back around.
Exactly.
Because dogs are idiots.
Dogs are dumb.
Right, 'cause they
Yeah.
don't have body awareness.
But the elephant got off. What is the
Yeah.
that's so the
So
body
that's, like, big
awareness
news.
test is like a spatial awareness thing.
Right. And then
And
they passed. Yeah, and then they passed also the mirror test, like recognizing themselves. Whereas, like, if you ever look up videos of where they put mirrors in the jungle, like big old apes will just try and go to fight,
Yeah.
themselves basically, because they
Dogs
think
are
it's another
barking,
ape.
thinking they're another dog.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So, but yeah, they can recognize themselves, and besides that, like, just all the painting and stuff that they can do is crazy.
Just they understand that when
There's,
they're moving, they're seeing what they are doing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Awareness.
I have an
test,
important
kinda.
question to all this.
Yes.
Why is this important? Why do we care? What does it matter that an elephant can find out where like that it's an elephant?
It
Why-
makes me not want to kill them and chop their horns off. More.
Yeah, it helps you kind of understand the complications
They're
they've.
also intelligent, living, caring beings.
Well, yeah,
Right.
we know that.
And there's stuff we could probably learn from them. And as far as their
At
social
what point are we going to
relationships
learn
go.
something from an elephant?
Well, if we keep doing tests like this, who knows, Craig?
If you keep thinking like you are right now, nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and this is just like to.
Just doesn't seem very important to me.
It also helps get people on the
That's why
side
you're
of
not
like
one of the scientists doing the
non-poaching and stuff like that.
That's a really stupid statement.
Well, you're getting hit by
It's not
poop. Right
That's a
now.
stupid
What's a
statement.
stupid statement?
I don't care about this. Don't say I'm not a scientist.
Yeah.
No, that's stupid. Like the idea that just because, like, I don't think.
Are you just doing this to play devil's advocate? right
No,
now?
no, I don't think it's.
Craig
it's-
don't care about animals.
No, I think animals are great, but like, why are we devoting time, money, and resources to whether an elephant can figure it out if it's itself? I don't know. It just doesn't. Okay.
What, to gauge intelligence?
Do your kids not like
It's good
elephants?
to understand the
No,
other
like-
inhabitants of the planet.
Yeah.
I think we got a pretty damn good idea, John.
We
Oh,
probably
yeah?
don't.
Besides that,
Not
I've been
killing the
watching.
Yeah.
I'm-
We're
yeah.
murdering them all.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not murdering anybody.
Yeah,
and you think
you're
the people that are killing them for their tusks can be like, oh, you know who you are now. I better stop. No, at no point are they going to do that, right? The people who are going to protect him are going to protect him. People who are going to destroy the environments are still going to do that.
How many?
Whatever. I'm just throwing it out there, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
shoot in
so
the face.
so we've learned that
Right.
elephants can know each other now. No. I mean,
Know themselves.
It's like. Do you think digging up dinosaur bones is stupid?
No,
Why
Why
not?
not?
Why not?
because I like dinosaurs.
Do you,
Oh, so you just
So
don't
it's
like
a
elephants.
preference.
Yeah, absolutely. I hate elephants.
do you think we should? Do you think we should stop going deep into the ocean?
No, because it's the unknown. It's the unknown of something that is yet to be discovered. Elephants, they've been around forever.
We just now, but we just now discovered that elephants are capable of this. This is the unknown
Big
now.
deal. What
known.
are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
What are you gonna do when you find a new
Our
species?
whole argument for exploring the ocean is because
Yeah.
it's the unknown. Just
Yeah.
because we know an elephant exists doesn't mean we know exactly how it thinks. That's still
But
unknown.
what's he gonna do? Teach us a book? Like
What's
is
the
gonna
ocean
bust
gonna
out
teach
a
you?
book and teach us all sorts of stuff?
What learning about a new fish deep in the ocean is going to teach you about yourself, huh?
We know. Listen, we know that an elephant
I just
will
love
not
watching
provide
defend
the
this.
cure of cancer. We do not know that some sort of crazy fish down in the deep depths of the ocean will not cure cancer.
So
we don't
that's the only focus.
cure cancer.
Cure cancer first.
All right.
You think we didn't figure that out like 30
Is
years
this video
ago?
game going to cure cancer?
What is it? What the fuck are you talking about now, John? Now you're being ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Now you're being ridiculous.
Anyways, I didn't mean for that to go that
No,
way.
it's
But
not. Can I not ask questions without
you
being?
can, but you're not asking questions. You're just
Should've
being
never been
bigoted.
down.
No, I am asking questions. I've been asked. If the first, what was my first question?
We were
Does
giving you
this even matter?
Yes, it matters.
Okay.
To which you say, I don't care. There's a bird. There's a bird. It's related to ravens or something. It's one of
crow.
the only
Crows are smart.
Well, no, it's a different, specific type of crow. Raven.
Okay.
I forget the name of it. But it's one of the only, besides humans, it is one of the only animals that actually can create and intelligently use hooks for practical purposes.
Like what?
So, like to get
Craig thinks it's funny.
like bugs. Out
Hey,
of, like,
hey! Don't you know what he's doing? He's using hooks.
Yeah, the fact that he can
Use tools.
How does he use hooks? Tell
Yeah.
me.
Okay, so the bird will actually take a stick and with its beak finally craft a hook and then use the hook to fish bugs out of like holes in trees. As opposed to just pecking at it and hoping for the best. They create a tool
Nice.
and use it for a practical purpose.
Yeah. Do you remember from high school the finches in Galapagos? They use the thorn quills to stick grubs
Right.
in
Yeah, that's
trees.
pretty cool.
Like please do not take offense to this, Craig.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, as a father with two very imaginative and creative young girls, why like that? It's just like, do you not want to be able to tell them all this cool stuff about the world?
You know what I promise I will never tell them? An elephant can look in the mirror and see itself. I will never.
You're never
ever,
gonna go
ever.
to.
You're
I
never gonna go
guarantee
to a
you
zoo or a
next
museum?
time you
Yeah.
go to the zoo looking at the elephants, because you go to the zoo like once every couple of months.
Yeah.
You're gonna know this about elephants, right?
And know that you're slightly more like them than you realized before.
And no,
No,
That's dumb.
but more important than that, you're not gonna look down at your beautiful daughters with this
Information.
with
that
this
you now have.
information, and you're gonna look at them staring at these magnificent creatures, and you're not gonna say like
I will
elephants.
now because it's been made such a stupid deal
No,
out of
it
it.
hasn't.
Golly.
By the way, daughters, this is some dumb information.
Yeah.
You're
You're just gonna be like,
is.
look at
Isn't it
that,
dumb?
look at that, girls. It's just a big dumb animal that doesn't know anything.
That's accurate. That's pretty. I mean, really.
Now you can
if,
tell
if,
that-
if
now
it
you
was
can
so
tell-
smart, would it be captured?
It didn't get.
Just
These weren't
saying.
captured
Humans are
elephants.
captured all the goddamn time.
Well, humans are fucking stupid. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
That's,
you're
that's,
proving a point there.
Listen,
Yeah.
thanks,
Look, your
John.
daughters
Appreciate
get
it.
kidnapped. Hey, girls, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
Listen,
You're on your own now.
I ain't no Brian Mills over here.
You
all
guys
right?
are idiots.
God.
That's what you get, little girls.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you
Well,
get
I've
for
been
being
watching
stupid.
all that the Planet Earth
You guys
stuff.
sound so
Yeah.
so stupid.
No, it's okay. Oh my god.
You guys sound so stupid. Like you sound
We-
so pretentious. You do.
Pretentious?
I know-
I just found
listen,
a cool fact about
I
elephants.
know that I sound like stupid American. I get it. I
That's
know, and
fine.
that's
if
fine.
if us being remotely
Man, I am
educated or
so-
reflective
I am
makes us sound pretentious, and that's pretentious, that's fine.
Pulling y'all's fucking legs. It's so good. God,
I think you were pulling our leg. I think you weren't pulling our legs until like maybe 30 seconds to a minute ago.
don't give a shit. I don't give a shit at all,
I know.
dude. I really don't care.
But was it like a big deal when your kids first like walked?
I
Is it a big deal when an elephant first walks for all?
no, it's not. To its mama, it was.
Anyways, this conversation is just gonna go in circles.
Go watch
I've
Planet
got-
Earth.
You guys
on
are
Netflix.
hilarious.
I've got something funny that
Is it funny? Is it
You're
about
going deep
elephants?
cut. You're going deep cut. I get it, Craig. You're undercover. What's up, John?
Okay,
what are you
so
talking about?
I was hanging
Craig
out with
can't
Tim
care.
this weekend. We went on a little hike.
I'm sorry. Did you
Hike.
say
Where'd you go hiking?
This little place called like Layla Park. It's like
Where?
right by like one of the dams of Louisville Lake. It's pretty cool. Anyways,
Okay.
Point of the story. So we're walking back to the cars, and the conversation brings up Hall & Oates somehow. All right,
Hall & Oates, the greatest band in the history of
Oh,
mankind.
come on.
What?
they're up
I'm
there.
more of a Simon and Garfunkel man.
Oh, you are not.
Yeah, I am. Over Hall & Oates.
What?
If you
Yeah.
feel like nice and moody, then yeah, for sure. But if you want to groove to some,
Yeah, you
some
want
good
to? If
stuff.
you want the funky, what do you think about Hall & Oates, Craig? Unimportant.
Because your kiss
is on my list.
Because your kiss
I'm pulling out my phone for a very good reason. Okay, Parker, pull out your phone too. All right.
Oh, that was
Oh, it's
lovely.
over
That was
there.
Oh, here we
awesome.
go.
God damn it.
Here we go. Music showdown. Hall & Oates versus Simon and Garfunkel.
Someone pull out your phone.
Okay, what?
I'm gonna give you a number.
Okay.
It's
Alright.
more just Simon, but
This is what I learned from Tim. He revealed this wonderful thing to me. All
Okay.
right?
What are you gonna do?
All right. Dial this number and put it on speaker
Okay.
for the mic.
Okay.
I just dialed it. Hold on, I got it.
What are you dialing?
No. No. That's an actual YouTube thing.
Stop.
Close it.
Close it. It's not funny.
Sorry.
All right. You ready? All
Yeah.
God.
right.
Wait,
One.
hold on. Is this a number that is public? Can be public?
Yes, it is public. You guys can go do this too.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
1-719-266-2837, and then put it on speaker when you call.
I am so excited by this.
Call and Oates, your emergency Hall & Oates helpline. To hear one-on-one, please press 1. To hear Rich Girl, please press 2. To hear Manita, please press 3. To hear Privatize, please press 4.
Just press one of those.
Did you put two?
It'll play the whole song for you.
It's a Hall & Oates emergency
It's,
line.
it's called Call and Oates. Yeah.
So if at any time
You
just
really need some Hall and Oates. You got 4 songs to choose from. Now it'll probably put you on a list, but I mean, like, it's totally worth it.
hey, speaking of a list,
It's all like. I love how it's shitty phone call quality too.
Oh, of course. It sounds a little better when it's not on speaker, but of course, you know.
I wish I had my phone so I could just
Alright.
play some Simon and Garfunkel right now.
But yeah, so now you can call and Oates. Anytime you want a Hall and Oates.
Give me
party.
that. Give me that
and out
controller. I want to
and-
play some Super Sidekicks 3.
Too long, we might get flagged.
Whoa!
we don't need it. We don't worry about ad revenue on this channel.
Ah!
Come on.
We don't want to get muted.
Hey, there's a slide in this game. That's cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because your kiss
Is on my list because your kiss.
See, Hall & Oates #1. Because
Hall & Oates brings people together.
I know
Elephants
it does.
tear people apart.
I know. it does. Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel is for people that watch old school one too many times.
Your kiss is on my list because your
That might be my Simon and Garfunkel thing. Might be because we had to watch The Graduate in AV class like 8 times, and I hate that movie now. But only because Ruska made us watch it like 8 times.
That's
yeah,
great.
to teach it.
What's so awesome about
4
The
times with
Graduate besides the
commentary.
soundtrack?
The shots, that's what movies
Is it
are.
shot really well?
It is shot really
Yeah,
well,
it's
and there's a
shot
lot of
very
really good like symbolism within the film.
Yeah,
Alright,
all the
alright.
colors, and I mean it's one of the older movies
Colors,
that
the way
kind
it's
of.
staged,
Yeah.
the set designs.
I'll have to check it out, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's not that
I
good.
haven't seen it in.
It's
10
just like
years.
casual '60s sex. It's not like
It's not like the hardcore stuff.
no.
Hey, did you guys play mini sports arcade games when you went to the arcade? Did you play?
No.
I mean, it was mostly racing games, and then like, I mean, what arcade are we talking about? I didn't have
Any-
arcades like you did.
Yeah, but like
So-
when you go to Dave and Buster's, like,
Right.
do you play sports games?
I try to play more stuff
No.
like Time Crisis.
Games with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
yeah.
prefer-
It's usually
Rail shooters are
racing
fun.
games and stuff.
I prefer either games that you can't play at home. Definitely not the screen like Fruit Ninja. Like I ain't playing that.
No,
but
no,
I like
yeah,
games
no.
where you're physically doing something. I like the
Skee Ball. It's not an
The s-
arcade game, but
I like the skee ball. I like the throwing the balls at the clowns. You're gonna die, clown. I like the basketball games. Stuff that you can't do at the house.
I mean,
Yeah.
what the hell happened to like sports arcade sports games?
I
Right.
couldn't tell
Well,
you.
no one goes to arcades.
No, but
so-
just the idea
Like
of it,
NFL Street,
yeah,
NBA Street.
I mean, now you got 2K, so I feel like
yeah, but
they're
2K
losing
is
their demographic.
simulation. Madden is simulation. These are not arcade style games.
I'll tell you what happened. This is really actually your thing kind of said. I think kids went to college and didn't play games with their friends anymore.
Yeah, I don't care.
And now they're online, so they don't have to.
What's that have to do with the genre of this? Like I'm talking about like this is not how soccer is played, right? This is.
Are you
this
kidding
is-
me?
What are you talking about?
This is so
Fucking goal,
silly
bitch.
and fast.
Oh,
It's so silly and fast and crazy and
I feel like those games died when the generation that embraced them moved off to college.
yeah, but why
Yeah.
though? But like what I'm asking is,
they
Maybe
left
part of
them.
it is like
aren't they like still super fun? Like arcade. When you play like NBA Jam or you play
Anyone
NFL
who
Street,
plays sports games, though, like I said, they're gonna play 2K or like Madden. They're not gonna
Yeah,
go to
maybe
an
part of
arcade
it-
or play an arcade game.
maybe part of it is like once the games were able to better realistically portray the actual players, people wanted to just play their favorite players.
But isn't there something fun about being able to dunk 20 feet in the air?
Oh,
And,
hell yeah.
and, you know, like
Oh, I'm sure, but
No, like
I'm
NBA Jam's my favorite basketball game.
I'm sure,
that's
like
what I'm saying.
But
yeah, I'm sure like the publishers
Yeah.
and developers saw where the revenue was going and had got better deals with the NBA and NFL and stuff.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is true. The licensing thing, but EA was the people that were making those arcade games anyway.
well, yeah, you know, in EA,
That's the weirdest thing. EA had the licenses to the characters, and EA made NBA Street and FIFA Street and the NBA Jam. They made the new Jam on Fire edition, which was really good.
yeah,
and
which is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if the leagues themselves had something to say about that, right? The idea of being portrayed a certain way, because I know that when the initial NFL Blitz was going to be released, they had way more violence in it than it initially had.
Really?
Yeah, like they had tombstone pile drivers and it was nuts. And they actually had to tone down some of the
Wow.
stuff. Like
That sucks.
when you look at NBA Jam. I just learned this recently. There was a fatality code in it to where
Nice.
if you push somebody, they would light on fire. and the NBA was like, nope, not going to do that.
Aw.
Right. So they edited some of the game, some of the fun, because the initial version of NBA Jam actually had Sub-Zero and Scorpion and
Right.
Raiden in it
That's cool.
that you could enter as secret characters. And
Yeah,
then they
yeah.
eventually got pulled after the first update to the
Damn.
game.
That's lame.
But yeah, like I just wonder, like to me, that those type of games will always be fun.
Yeah.
The simulation is cool, right?
Yeah.
But the idea of being able to sit down and play a game in 15 minutes and do things that aren't humanly possible,
Yeah.
that's something that will always appeal to me.
You know what doesn't work? Trying to make these sim games arcadey. Like I feel like it just doesn't work at all.
Well, you
Like,
look at what was that game that came out a few years ago? NHL 3-on-3.
yeah.
They tried to make an NHL 3-on-3 a few years ago. Get the ball in the goal there, Bolin. Come on.
the ball in
Trying
the
on
goal.
this shit.
Did you already lose?
Huh? I'm
did.
trying. I didn't lose. I just ran out of time.
current
Yeah,
World
I
Series?
think I did
That's a
lose
loss.
actually.
But I didn't lose. I just ran out of time of scoring. So
Hey, speaking of sports, is that new NFL league gonna be a thing?
XFL,
Yeah.
yeah, 2020, man.
Is that like confirmed or is that still just?
No,
like-
that is confirmed. It's going to happen. Vince
Whoa.
McMahon is investing $100 million into it, which
Wow.
sounds like a lot of money, but
Wow,
when starting a
yeah.
sports league, that's not really a lot of money.
How
Yeah,
much
yeah.
money does he have?
He's got like $1 billion.
Yeah, he's.
Okay, that's nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
yeah. He's a billionaire. Now,
Is
Yeah,
it
well,
weird?
they have
Is
pile
tenth
it,
of your
drives.
profit.
In the XFL?
oh,
No,
look at
no,
that hole
no.
right in
no,
the D.
Go,
so
go,
it's
go.
funny you mention that because the XFL is the XFL when it first came out. So this is the second go around of the XFL,
Yeah.
right? The first XFL was like sex, violence, big hits. This is the other way around. And a lot of people are saying it's like political now because its colors are red, white, and blue. The XFL initial colors were like red and black, and
Sure.
I don't think so. I think it's just red, white, and blue is like more legitimate.
well, yeah, agreed, right?
It's not
Yeah.
extreme. It's
Yeah.
a league.
Exactly. And so people are like, well,
like
it's a really
calling this-
political thing. And the thing that really people really gravitated to with it was when Vince McMahon came out with the announcement of that, and he said, hey, this is going to be a wholesome league, a whole league that is all about football, right?
Yeah.
And because there was a lot of controversy in the NFL this year about kneeling during the national anthem.
Right.
And,
Politics.
yeah, a lot of political stuff. People want to make their statements and stuff before games, during games, etc. And his thing was like, look, if you are you're here to play football. You're not here to, and this is what Vince McMahon said. XFL is going to be about playing football, not about making political statements. It's going to be about going out and you will stand for the national anthem. You, if you have any sort of arrest, any sort of criminal history in the past, you will not play in this league. And people took that as like, well, this league's going to suck because my favorite players all have
have all
records.
shot up strip clubs.
yeah, exactly. You know, and that's kind of thing.
That's how you get drafted to the Cowboys. Actually, that's the first.
That's the initiation.
But the most fascinating thing about this XFL league was to me he was like, look, we're going to change this game. We're going to change the way football's thought of. We're probably not going to have a halftime, right? We're going to and like the thing about and
cool.
I don't know if you guys care about this or not, but there's one of the most fascinating things he said in this press conference was we're going to have 40-man rosters, right? In the NFL, they have 53-man rosters on the team, like on the game day, right? And why that's significant is that is 13 less players.
So they're just taking away strings, basically?
Well, they could be taking away strings, or, which I think would be stupid, I think they're taking away players off the field. I think if they're truly going to rethink football, I think it's you go from 11 maybe down to 9 players or 7 players or whatever it may be. Because if you're really rethinking it, do you really need a left guard?
Well, as much as you need a right
Oh, it
guard.
depends on the.
Okay, do you need a right guard?
Yeah, that's
You know, like,
that's to say if you're taking away spots.
You only need these because you need a
Well, you need as many men as the defense has. Like,
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You only need a left guard because you need a right tackle,
exactly.
you know, or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever it may be, right?
You only need
Basic
you only need
algebra.
5 linemen because there's that many defensemen on the.
Exactly. So get in there,
Get in there.
you
Let's
go,
go.
Bowen, you did
Let's
it.
go. Yeah.
Who are you playing, by the way?
I'm playing
Peru.
against the
the Peruvians.
that one
The
flag.
Peruvians?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
they're the
toast.
worst. Those
Nice mullet.
Peruvians.
God.
Thanks, my man.
But yeah, it is coming, and it's not being taken seriously,
Yeah.
right?
That's why I was wondering.
But
if
I
it's
think
still a
that
thing.
it's well by the mainstream media, right? Because a lot of mainstream media
they're getting paid by the NFL.
Well, yeah, exactly. They're first off, they're champions for the NFL,
Right.
right? Because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
built their entire like ESPN in particular is like
Yeah,
built
of
their
course.
entire thing around NFL and NBA. So to me, that's what was most fascinating about this. Like the mainstream media is like, no, this ain't gonna work. But I guarantee that when the rights to actually go in and play it and actually show it, they'll be interested. You know, if
Yeah.
somebody wants to buy the rights to broadcasting it. And I think that's the thing about it as well is they're like, yeah, NBC, Fox, ABC, whatever. Hey, Amazon, what about you? Netflix, you want live sports? Guess what? You know,
Right,
and
yeah.
there's so many more outlets this time around.
Reaching
Yeah.
out to the new media.
20 years ago that weren't available 20 years ago.
The
That's
XFL is
fascinating.
such an early internet thing. I feel like.
Yeah.
Even slam ball, dude. I was on a
Yeah.
call. I talked to Mason Gordon yesterday. It's the guy who runs slam ball, right? I talked to him yesterday, and slam ball is coming back to the United States. I've always felt like slam ball was too ahead of its time, right? And that it was too internet before the internet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It
I
was
guess.
too ridiculous before the internet got.
Yes, exactly. Everything that is shown like gets
Right.
monster views when it's put in Facebook and such like that.
Yeah.
Everything. And I think that look, I'm not saying the NFL slam ball is ever going to like rival the NBA, right? But I do think that it could make its own niche for itself. And going back to the XFL, one of the reasons why I think the XFL could work as well is they had a 45-second sizzle reel. And in that 45-second sizzle reel, one of the things they highlighted was gambling and gaming, right?
Yeah.
In the XFL?
In the XFL,
Interesting.
which is the Vince McMahon one.
Sports
Right.
gambling.
So like they're like, yeah, we're gonna have gambling. Yeah, we're gonna cater to fantasy sports. Like that's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Like you could make an entire cottage industry from just you know partaking to
gambling.
a fraction of the NFL audience.
Oh yeah.
That's really all
Yeah.
you need. So yeah, it's
That's
happening.
crazy. You know, I'd watch a football game if they didn't stop every 45 seconds.
Well, and
I think that's my big problem.
Yeah.
well, and he also talked about how the average NFL game is 3.5 hours long. They
Yeah.
want to fit.
It doesn't have to be.
They want to
Yeah.
fix an XFL game into 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can probably do that.
Yeah.
Same thing with baseball. I get tired after about 7 innings.
I feel like the
I
XFL
don't
will
know.
be successful depending on how mad NFL fans get.
Yeah.
And that's why people are saying, well, you know, this is an overreaction by Vince McMahon to launch this now because only a small fraction of NFL fans are making noise and care about this. But if you,
I think that's pretty true though. Like
sure, that's true, but at the same time, the NFL numbers are down 10% this past
because
year.
of the internet. That's not because of
No,
TV.
probably
just
'cause of
sheer
gaming,
watching
too.
across the board,
Uh-huh.
right? Eyes have dropped off the product, and that has got like people like Jerry Jones. Reports are that he's really taking that seriously because you drop 100,000 people watching. Like you go from let's just say a 15.5 local number for your stuff, 15% of the audience, and let's say
Sure.
you drop 500,000, let's say 100,000 people don't watch Cowboy games next year.
Yeah, it's
a
lot of
locally
money
in
not coming
Dallas.
in.
That is a lot of money to lose because that's money you can't sell to advertisers.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's a big deal. And if 100,000, I'm saying 100,000. Think about the Overwatch League. What did you say? $90 million for the broadcasting rights of that?
I think so. Yeah.
Something.
$90
yeah.
million for Overwatch?
Hey, Dallas is doing good. And you know, Justin Rojas from Funimation, he's
Yeah.
their PR guy.
He
or
left
whatever.
Funimation for it.
Yeah, I had no idea until I saw his Twitter.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like if Overwatch is getting $90 million for that league.
Right.
Surely the XFL will get something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
comparable,
probably.
especially with Vince McMahon attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna get that in there, big boy?
I'm trying to, dog.
You going
I'm
against
not trying
Texas?
to. Look at this. Watch this shit. Get on my face.
Is that Chile's flag? What is that?
I don't know. Look
I
at that
think
guy
they-
not doing anything.
That's yes, you are
Let's see
battling
how
the Chileans
uncultured
right
we
now.
are.
No, that's
Watch
Chile.
this shit.
Okay.
Chase, go full cam on this. I guarantee a victory right here.
Okay, sounds good.
Watch this. Watch this.
Dukin.
Oh, there we go. Listen, next
I like
shot
when you play the
after this,
guys
I gotta
with
let
the
everybody know
watch
about
right
the
here.
new stuff.
Bam!
Oh, baby! All right, this episode of the Trier Podcast is brought to you by our friends at Blue Apron. Look, we talked
Hey.
about Blue Apron for a long time. Blue Apron is the leading meal kit service in the U.S. And while many people know what they can do, they don't know about the types of meals they can eat when you cook at Blue Apron. You're not just having burgers for dinner. You're making short rib burgers with hoppy cheddar sauce and a pretzel bun. Which,
Just the description.
yeah, I know.
Goodness.
You're preparing seared steaks in thyme pan sauce with mashed potatoes, green beans, and crispy shallots in under 45 minutes without a trip to the grocery
That's
store.
a lot of words, Craig.
I know it's a lot, and you know what? The more words in the meal, the better.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
been my philosophy for life. They have 2-person plans, family meal plans, wine plans. They have all sorts of plans to make it fit your needs and really to make you feel good about yourself and put good food in your body. I've talked about this many times before, but I've cooked using Blue Apron for my in-laws, and you want to feel like a total hard ass, you cook with Blue Apron. You make it, you get it out, you show them you're cooking, it comes out great, and they go, wow, you're really good at cooking. You say,
Yeah.
yes, I am. You follow the,
Yes, I am.
you follow the instructions. You just go down the list. It's so easy. They send you exactly what you want. It's convenient. You got variety. It's flexible, and it's high quality. It's awesome. So go to Blue Apron, blueapron.com/tryhard. Blue Apron is treating tryhard listeners and viewers to $30 off your first order if you go to blueapron.com/tryhard. Tons of G1s have tried out Blue Apron. Tons of G1s have sent us pictures, tweets, showing us that they've tried it, and they all love it. It's super great. So give Blue Apron a try. Once again, it's blueapron.com/tryhard. $30 off your first order. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Man, that's an awesome deal right there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Once again, they support us, so please support them. Cool. Are you in a penalty kick phase here?
Yeah, I just wanted to have some fun. It's just a stupid guessing game. It's middle, left, or right on the kicks right here,
Yeah.
and then you just choose. So which way should I go, Craig?
Adventures go left.
At left it is. Nice, Parker. Way to go, my man.
I mean, I had a 33% chance, but thank you.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Straight down the gut.
Straight down the gut.
Yep.
Okay, I'll kick it straight down the gut.
Look at your hook shot. That's incredible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it was just a straight line, it'd be boring to watch.
Yeah.
You gotta bend it like Beckham many years before Beckham.
Is that a phrase? Bend it like Beckham?
There's a whole movie.
There's a movie
called
about that.
I don't follow soccer.
No, but don't you
Do you
follow
ever
pop
watch
culture?
trailers?
No.
You've never
Trailers for superhero movies.
You
yeah.
never heard of Bend It Like Beckham before?
Never.
Oh,
Parker
boy.
only watches superhero movies.
Oh boy. Hey, so we did the number
If
one
Jenga's
show.
a superhero movie.
We did the number one show for patrons.
Yeah.
And you were like, hey, I would have different.
Right.
Don't tell him what we picked.
No.
Yeah.
But I want to hear
Different
your
for coolest movie characters.
Yeah, coolest movie characters. Your number one show. I think this could be a fun thing to do every once in a while. Is the Parker version of this?
I mean, I could just be on the show, but I know that's
No.
not allowed.
No. We don't want that.
All right, so I'll say
Maybe.
I did agree with you, and I mean, this is the only one that's going to be revealed because
Wolverine, yeah.
Wolverine was on my list for sure.
Oh, yeah.
he's badass, never takes shit from anybody.
Uh-huh.
All around perfect meaty man.
Wow.
Then
the show now.
Yeah.
for my second, I said Donnie Yen, but apparently that's not allowed.
said
as,
Ip-Man.
Yeah, as Ip Man. Ip Man's
That's
the
allowed,
coolest.
but it's a boring answer because it's a biolog. It's
What's
a real
so
character.
boring
He's
about that?
so badass.
That's the beautiful thing
Craig,
about the
you've never
number-
watched Eat Man,
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's a real character.
doesn't
That's
matter.
like saying Bruce Lee is the best movie
Who
character.
cares?
Donnie Yen as Ip Man.
That's fine.
That's
Shut up,
that's a
Chase.
character. That's a character.
Bruce Lee acts for Bruce Lee, though. Ip Man is not Donnie Yen in real life.
Huh?
Come on.
Shot put it. See, the arch.
There you go.
The arch leads
And
to
then-
no damage.
So yeah, if that's allowed, yeah.
You
then-
can't. You can say it. It's
then
fine.
Ip Man,
It's
yeah,
just like
the Ip
it's
Man.
a
She's
He's gonna
real
criticize you.
He never breaks a sweat.
I had to
He
crit-
smokes cigarettes on his rooftop. He trains teens when he doesn't want to. It's great.
He trains what?
Teens.
Teenager.
You read this all
Yeah.
on the Wikipedia about the regular guy, right?
I'm sure he did all
Okay,
that, but I don't
like,
know. I
that's
never
the
saw
wonderful
the
thing
movie.
about
To
the
some
number one.
extent, he did
It's
that.
That's
Yeah.
the number one thing. That's the beautiful thing about the number one show is that everybody can have their opinions, and you know what, Parker?
What, Craig?
You're right.
Thank you.
What's
And then-
And you know
number
what the
one?
thing about it is, Bolin, you're right.
It's fine.
And you know what, John?
You're wrong.
You're right too.
And then my number one was the easiest, which was Django from Django Unchained.
Y'all want to see something?
I like the way you die, boy. He's
That's
awesome.
That was the best part of Django.
He's
when
so
the,
cool.
When the slaves are
Yeah.
just sitting there, he's like, "You guys want to see something?"
Hey, real quick,
Watch
look at that.
this shit.
Look at this. The North American team is called the North American Monsters. That's how the
pretty
Japanese
cool.
people saw us. They're just
Tokyo
going,
can't blame
Ninjas
'em.
versus
Yeah.
the North American Monsters.
Oh, man.
Sasuke and Dick.
Whoop. I love these types of baseball games.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. There's a game called there's a game that came out last year called Super Mega Baseball.
Yes.
And it was great. And the sequel actually, it might be out now, but it's like this.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Mario Baseball is one of my favorite games ever. Mario Super Slam, I think. Or
Yeah.
what was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
called? Super
Like,
Slam Home Run.
and the Mario games are really good arcadey, stupid games
Of
too.
course, yeah. Do you
Oh,
think
backyard
do you think that could have
baseball.
had an
Holy
effect on
shit.
it? Mario doing all
Making
the
an arcadey version of a
yeah,
sports game.
because
Great question.
you think that nuked the market?
No.
It might be yes to both those answers. Like this whole like attaching this stuff to name brands, like Jubei and Dick. Like, what team do they play for? As opposed to like, as opposed to like actual
Jubei
teams or
and
actual like characters that have stories. that
Right,
you can relate
yeah,
to, you know?
But you got to remember, when you went to the arcade, you didn't really care about.
Oh, I know. I'm
like
just saying.
that's what you cared about. He went down, and go. "Grrr."
Yes,
Is
but
that
when
iced
you're
tea?
buying, when you're investing in
Kamui.
something you're taking home and to keep with you, I'm just these are theories.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against this. I'm just saying that might be one of the reasons why developers are like, okay, well, people are going to relate more or want to play these people or characters more than just whoever the hell.
Come on, Craig.
My
looking at
favorite
now.
baseball game of all time is Bases Loaded on the Game Boy.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Bases Loaded on the Game Boy was awesome.
It's two buttons.
You want to hear a story about Bases Loaded? Actually, RBI baseball.
RBI?
Yeah.
RBI is too fast for me.
Well, see, RBI was pretty much the same idea. So
Yeah.
there was it was played just like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like guy throws a ball, you try to hit it, you try to press B
Yeah.
at the right time, or you try to throw crazy. Like
I
this.
feel like baseball games hit the tank when it was 3D and the pitcher could manipulate the ball without the batter having any idea where it went. It made it too hard. Do you know what I
when
mean?
it was 3D, yeah.
Yeah, when it's
But
3D.
like 2D games, though, I think that's awesome.
Is you just time it, and it's very clear. It's pretty clear to see when you're gonna not be able to hit the ball.
Look at those sweet cutscenes, man. This
I
is
know.
so good.
Hayabusa.
He's my pitcher. But like being able to manipulate the
throwing
ball, like this guy throws it too fast. But being able to like, you see the move, you can actually see movement on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
here, which is pretty awesome.
It's not coming at you at 90 miles an hour.
No, it's 90 kilometers.
Yeah, kilometers.
Can't
Kilometers.
say that word. 'cause
I used to say
American.
kilometers, not kilometers.
Well, it makes sense because it's called a meter, not a kilo.
He's talking about the kill part.
The kilo
and
I'd say kilometers.
Kilo.
But
Kilometers instead of kilom. I said kilo.
Kilometers.
Kilometers.
So the story I had about
Yeah,
RBI
sorry.
baseball, when I was a kid, I lived for video game competition.
No.
Lived for
Oh,
video
really?
games. I
Who
lived-
would've
Just when you
thought?
were a
That's
kid?
Absolutely madness.
Listen,
that
I
you
will
would be
beat you
excited
right
about
now in this
competition.
game.
That's what I'm
Video
saying.
games.
I will
Not,
beat you
not
right
just
now.
when you were a kid.
Continue.
Oh man! Whoa!
That's pretty
oh,
cool.
They missed
It was
it.
coming.
Oh.
That was cool. No,
Anyways.
Chase had it on there.
You
So-
played baseball.
Okay, so RBI baseball. I was out with my family. I think we were on a cruise that we won. We won a cruise for
Someone you got saved on?
no.
Okay.
No, we went on 2 cruises. Both cruises we won through coloring contest when we were kids. Which
That's right, that's
I,
right.
I've talked about that many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, get out. So on one of these cruises, they had like a video game competition in like the kids area one day, and I remember watching this guy, these two kids, like I was like 8 or whatever, play an RBI baseball. Oh yeah, and one kid I was in this tournament, and as I was playing it, as I was watching these kids play, one kid beat this other kid like 20-0, and I was like, damn, I'm in for a tough go. This guy's got to be really good.
Right.
So then I beat that kid 20-0,
Cool.
which I was like, I'm the best RBI. I was like, I may be the best RBI baseball player in the world right now. And it's one of those things where, as a kid, you think these things, and it's so silly and fun. Whammy! Oh, damn. But
The bat weighs 10 ounces.
Sasuke.
yeah, it was. I love just like those little tournaments and stupid things like that. It's so good, and you can't do those with. I mean, you can because Madden does them, but I don't think they're as nearly as fun. Even though there's like 50,000 people watching Madden tournaments, but
Man, UNT has tournaments for video games all the time at the gym.
dude, have you seen the? They do. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I bet it's a lot. Of
I actually
Smash
won a
Bros. and
copy
stuff.
of Black Ops 3 through that. That was my
yeah?
first year on campus.
Nice.
And I was at the gym. They're like, "Hey, we're doing a Black Ops tournament," and I was like, "Oh, I'll check it out." I haven't played Black Ops 3 at all yet by that point, but somehow I ended up winning on the free for all.
They just all sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
it was
all
good.
just
It was
suck.
a good time.
Did you know that they still do Tecmo Bowl tournaments?
Yeah.
I feel like you've said that before.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's fascinating to me.
I have a ghost.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking about this a little bit. I kind of want to do a little psychoanalysis on you, Craig.
Sure, please.
So, like, with-
there's nothing I love more than amateur psychoanalysis.
Oh, he's
So-
already criticizing.
I know he's just mad.
What about the elephant?
Okay, so like,
Watch how I catch the ball. Oh no!
he was like, oh man,
There was
What a great game.
I didn't think I had to
Conan.
move because whatever. All right.
Man, Conan's gonna kick you right.
why? Oh my God.
Go
Oh
Conan.
God.
Go Conan.
Yes, on the best. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Especially when it comes to like video titling and thumbnails.
Uh huh.
You are very much obsessed with whatever the best is.
No, I am because the internet is.
Okay.
Sure.
Historically, best numbers, things like that, all show that is the best way to draw numbers.
Okay.
draw
Draw audience.
attention to it, yeah.
Yes, draw attention.
Okay.
The best 11, the top 5.
I got you.
The number one this.
The
Yeah.
greatest.
That
the
count-
worst.
That is
yeah.
listen. There was a month where there's a month, and I take like. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'll say this. There was a month that we changed all of our programming at Screw Attack to reflect this, right?
And we did 30. They did like 32.
36 million views in a month.
Yeah.
God.
36 million views in a month.
Why'd we go
That-
back?
We didn't.
Oh,
But we
Those
hovered.
kinda faltered out
We
a
hovered.
little
No. We hovered between 20 and 30 million views a month.
Damn.
Right.
After that, yeah.
20 and 30 million views a month after that. Like that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, it lost all its personality. Absolutely. But, it's okay because it paid the bills.
Yeah,
right? So yeah, it works. 100% it works.
Yeah.
Right? If
I was just curious if it was that, or if you also personally just loved that more than anything.
I love competition.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely I do. Like I want to beat the shit out of this computer so bad. See ya! Oh, man.
Who has indoor baseball stadiums?
I'm gonna look up.
Japan.
Excuse
Houston.
me for phoning real quick, but I want to look up Super Mega Baseball too because I think that'd be fun to play with each other.
I think Chase already did.
Howard.
Didn't you already look up Super Mega Baseball too? No. Okay, never mind. I thought
So
you say something.
both you have one tan team and one fair skin team.
Listen, just because
The
okay.
fair skin team has white names, but the tan team has all traditional Japanese.
Where are they
names.
from though?
Spring 2018.
I don't know.
Super Mega Baseball 2.
That's the thing.
So like, look, you
Parker.
got Mac and
They're a little
Hayabusa.
tan, but they still look very European.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look
Hopped it
yeah.
up. Can of corn.
Can of corn. What's that mean?
Coming back.
Don't do it.
Can of corn.
Oh, got him.
A can of corn.
Harry.
A can of corn just means like it's a pop fly that's easy to catch.
Why-
I don't know why.
Can of corn.
Can of corn.
Man.
Oh,
It's
Damn
in
it.
the computer.
It's in the computer.
Yup.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
oh, I got him in the rundown. Hold on. This is how we're
Hey,
getting.
pickle!
This is how we're getting in the show. Get the fuck out of
Nice.
here.
Oh wow.
Oh, baby.
No
hold
F words
on.
until the last minute.
On the best, I won. I won.
Last media recommendation. I saw 12 Strong this weekend, which is the
Oh, gross.
What?
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, good.
With
'Cause it
Chris
looked-
Hemsworth
It
and,
looked like Lone
Well,
Survivor.
let's talk about it and try
Lone
harder
Survivor
today.
was awesome.
Hold on, let's
You're an
let's
idiot.
It
talk
was like
about
an hour-long fight
Let's talk
scene.
Shut
about
up.
it. Try harder.
Okay, try harder for
All right.
patrons and sponsors.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, guys. Thanks so
There.
much for tuning in this week. We obviously
for
greatly
sponsors, I
appreciate it.
misspoke.
Hopefully you enjoyed this
Misspoke.
fun format with the games. I thought this was super fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a quality show. I can't wait for Try Hard number 69 next week.
Whoa.
Special occasion.
The couch will
We
be
got
replaced
something.
by a bed.
I'll have the new feet in for the couch by then. You can
I
shake
don't
it all you
understand
want.
what's the big
shit.
deal. I was just saying I'm looking forward to the next week.
69.
What
Is a good time.
Parker's looking forward to shaking the couch.
I don't understand what
Tongue and badges.
See you next time.